And we're live. We've just
What?
been sitting here silently for that first 10 seconds.
Yeah, I thought we were already rolling.
No. Oh, shit.
No. Oh, no.
So, yeah, nothing happened there.
Yeah,
I didn't just spill a glass of water all over my...
You?
No, that didn't happen.
Preposterous.
No, why would you even guess?
Old Armin, 2 hands. Armin with the 2 left feet.
Well, my foot's wet now.
He would never. Armin wet foot.
Someone, I think it was Truman.
Who's Truman?
Oh. Podcast dog.
Yeah, it's our new podcast dog. We adopted a dog just for our podcast.
His name is Truman, and it is his show.
It is. Well, the Truman Show. It's a deep take right
We
there.
just have Jim Carrey's just crawling around over here. So.
Yeah. My man, what's going on? He's just making all the faces he made in the Sonic trailer, and it's bad.
Oh, wow. So, yes, we still do a podcast. This is Lazy Sunday, by the way, in case.
Is that what we're doing?
This is called Lazy Sunday Podcast. We haven't done these in...
Not since 67, I think.
Look, I'm looking... and there's too many animals near me right now.
So many animals.
I just got attacked by a cat.
Petting zoo in here. Hey.
It is on April 18th was the last time we recorded a podcast.
But all of our loyal listeners know that they've been sitting by there. They've been hitting the subscribe, resubscribe, waiting for that notification.
Waiting on it. But yeah, this is Lazy Sunday Podcast. My name is Armin. Who am I joined by?
God, Daniel? Is that...
Damn, Daniel.
No, Aaron with an E.
Aaron with at the end.
No, at the beginning.
A-E-R-O-N.
No, E-R-I-N.
E-A-R-O-N.
No, E-R-I-N. Like
Okay.
how the girls spell it. How the girls spell it.
I know.
Come on.
I know. I think it'd be
me and the ladies were tight, you know what I'm saying?
Aaron with an E, but the E's at the end, so that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, Aaron's here.
It has a little flair to it.
A-E-Ron.
Hello, Truman.
But yeah.
You're going to have to calm down.
Yeah, we got little puppy issues going on here. But we haven't recorded in a while. Both Aaron and I have been busy. Aaron got sick for a while. I traveled for work. Now Aaron is...
This isn't our full-time job.
No. Unfortunately, it's not. Aaron...
For the show for months.
But lots has happened since we last left. We're going to jump into a little bit of a recap of everything that's been going on, what we're looking forward to as well in the world of movies, comics, sports, whatever we want to talk about today. Let's just get into this nonsense.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Wait. Before you press the button and get us started, I just want to say, really miss you guys, and I miss just whispering sweet nothings into your ears. Glad to be back.
I'm very glad to be back. I missed it too. All right, let's get it going.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
Terrible.
Man, it's been a while since we've heard that song. We didn't listen to it, but
I heard it.
I heard it in my heart.
No, I heard it.
You just heard
I've
it.
had a ringing in my ear for weeks.
You just had it permanently
Yeah.
implanted into your head.
That's what I do for the love of the podcast, man.
Love of podcasting. So when we left, we were about to go see. It was a week before Avengers,
Yes.
and our guess for the opening weekend amount.
Well, I was correct. We don't even need to go back and look at the numbers.
Aaron was closest. Aaron won that, but he guessed 289 million,
I think
and I guessed 272. The actual number, 350.
the largest of all time, of course.
I think it deserved it. I was so satisfied.
Yeah,
How many times have you
100%.
seen it?
Twice.
Twice. I've seen it
I've
twice.
seen it twice.
It's second time still good. It's such a satisfying. I think
It just hits everything you want it to hit.
it does. It does.
And it leaves a couple like loose details, but when you're having a thing that ties up 22 movies,
Yeah.
like you got to give it a little bit. Like it did everything I wanted it to do.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
I'm not tired, but no. I think I like
I don't think you are tired.
No, I'm not. I'm tired of your voice.
Well, who wouldn't be? Honestly.
We just got it started too, but I liked. It was just like you said. It ties everything back together so well.
Steph Curry's a bad man.
All right, still down 8.
Good. I want him to be down 8.
But all right, we have the TV on, and
I want him to. I realistically want him to win, but not tonight.
I don't want them to win another championship. They're so boring. They're good, but
it's boring that they win, but
they're an entertaining team.
Yes. Look at this. He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
Yep. That was pretty bad.
Okay, back to Avengers.
Back to Avengers.
Wait, if you had to make the Avengers of the NBA, no, I'm just playing.
I don't care.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, really good movie. I think it's in my top 5 for Marvel.
Yeah, easily. It's
easily top 5, top 3. I'm gonna have to see it multiple more times.
I think my top 3 are pretty Captain America centric movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy's up there, the first Avengers, and then I think Endgame. I think that's my top 3. This Endgame might replace original Avengers as number 2.
Quick top 3 off the top of my head. If we were just doing Avengers movies, it'd easily be, for me, Endgame, Avengers, Infinity War, Ultron. And that's not a slight at Infinity War. I think Infinity War is very, very, very good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's only 4 of them, so one of them's got to be third and one of them's got to be last. And Ultron actually got...
Ultron's definitely last.
It got much better, though, from Endgame, I think. I think the rewatchability of it, going back and seeing some of it got better. Like
you're right. Yeah.
I've watched it since, and it got better.
You're right.
It filled in some of the gaps.
You're right. So it made $350 million that first weekend, made over $1 billion that first weekend, and everyone thought it was going to catch Avatar right away. Do you think it's going to catch Avatar?
It's going to need a good weekend this week. If it doesn't get it this weekend, I don't think it will.
I think it'll be in theaters until Labor Day. It's going to be making.
I think it'll be in theaters until September.
I thought like August 31st.
That's September, essentially.
Okay, you're right. I think it will. Wait, how long is that? That's 4 months?
Another 2 months.
4-month run?
I feel like that's long nowadays.
I think
it didn't used to be long. Like, as far as 5 years ago, I don't think that was that long.
I think Avengers will... It's a different... It'll still be in theaters. It might only be in one...
I see what you're saying.
Only one theater a day, and like in the smallest... It's going to be in theaters.
Yeah, like it'll earn like $10,000 on Labor Day
if you
weekend.
look at... So, well, I guess that was only a month after, 2 months after, but like Captain Marvel was the number 3 movie of the week before Avengers came out.
Yeah. Which I think...
Or number 2.
We're coming right up on 2 months now, like in a couple weeks. Like, it's barely been out over a month right now.
Yeah.
Monday was the first day it made less than $1 million at the box office.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still making...
Oh, it's still making plenty of money.
Yeah.
But it's
I don't know. I think it'll still be in theaters by Labor Day. That's a long... I don't know if that's a long run, but for a movie that big...
Yeah, and Disney... Well, at this point, Disney owns everything. So they can force your hand. They can say, hey, just leave
Also,
this
I think there's going to be a bump when Spider-Man comes out.
Yeah, it's the Iron Man 3 bump.
Yeah, well, no, when Spider-Man comes out, Avengers Endgame is going to get a big... We'll get a bump. Because people want to go see Avengers and then Spider-Man.
I understand. What was the movie after Ultron?
Ant-Man?
That's right. It was Ant-Man.
I think it was Ant-Man.
Ant-Man didn't make that much money. What came out right after Infinity War?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Jesus Christ. Ant-Man just getting really... I don't think it made that much money. But, I mean, it made a decent amount of money, but not...
Yeah, it's a different character. Spider-Man is one of the most popular characters in...
Look, I will say this. There's one thing I'll be disappointed in Marvel which it's not all Marvel. It's still a little... Sony's still involved. Avi Arad, Amy Pascal. They're still like the big Sony producers are still involved. But if they keep trying to shove a father figure onto like Mysterio is now going to be his big mentor, which is kind of crap. But
I can understand it for him mentoring him in this movie.
And then his third movie is as like...
No, I think he... So, what I have written down next... First, do you think he's going to catch Avatar? Yes, I do too.
I do too.
It's going to be a stretch, but I think it will. And I was saying, what's next for Marvel? I think Spider-Man... Mysterio... I think he's fooling him. He's trying to trick him.
100% trying to
He's
trick
Mysterio.
him. Yes, he's a liar. Do you think the multiverse is real?
So I think he's lying about the multiverse. Kind of. I think there is one. Yes. I think he's from another place, but is an amateur magician, whatever you want to call it. He's a illusionist and.
Dude, I don't know. This isn't just like. My thing about that is I don't know if he's an amateur illusionist, just because these aren't just like
the first snap brought him here, and he's been building.
Oh, I see.
The first snap tore it apart, and he came over somehow.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that.
Maybe that, and he's been using this to become as an opportunity to grow into a.
I do like that this is like the one time Nick Fury could be tricked, just because he's been gone for 5 years.
Also, I like that that's not Nick Fury, that's a chameleon. I like that theory.
Oh, that's a theory. I didn't know that was a theory. I was going to say I hate that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because not for the whole movie, maybe for some of it.
Okay. All right. I mean...
Maybe the end.
Yeah.
Maybe the beginning.
Are they putting together a Sinister Six?
Oh, yeah. I think they're going to introduce Norman Osborn in the post-credit scene.
Same.
Maybe not.
I think it's
his face.
Osborn Tower.
Yeah, maybe not his face, but like the back of his head or something. And
is he gonna have the waves?
I hope so.
God, I hope
you gotta have
a redhead with some waves. He had the most crisp waves. Oh my God!
Him and Harry Osborn.
Had the my incredible.
Beautiful.
Waves. Have you seen the video going around with the redhead and he does like legit have waves and he's like combing his face. He's a white guy with waves. And oh my God! It's so funny. He said, "I know this had to be what Stan Lee was thinking of when he drew Norman Osborn."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and also there's one where it's like. You ever notice that Norman Osborn had the cleanest waves and the Green Goblin was always wearing a purple do-rag? And I was dying. Oh my... Yeah, I think he's going to be the one that puts together the Sinister Six.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you'll have Vulture, Scorpion. Mysterio. I guess Shocker. Maybe I don't know if they'll do Shocker.
I don't think they'll do Shocker.
But...
too small.
Yeah, and then you could do...
Apparently, they want Venom for the third Spider-Man movie, which I don't think Marvel would let happen. I think Sony wants it, and Marvel.
I watched that movie once, and I completely put it out of my mind.
I mean, it was very meh.
You know what? It was a good movie to watch YouTube clips of.
Oh, very clippable.
You could just watch 2 of the clips from the movie and be like, "Oh, that's cool."
How about when the best part of the movie was? I know the writers thought this was hilarious, and it really. Like, it made me laugh, but it's also at the same time like, that's the best. That's your ace up your sleeve. When he called him a pussy for not jumping off the building. That was probably like the funniest line in the movie for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not good when that's like the funniest line in the movie.
How about having your big fight scene between a black goo monster and a big gray goo monster and have that at night?
Well... I don't know why, because it's cheap. Because you can mess up and nobody can tell.
Yeah, there is some bad parts in that movie.
It
was a movie that should have been made in 2005.
Did Eddie get stabbed at the end of that? Like big time stabbed.
Did he?
I think Riot just stabbed him right through the chest.
Did he?
I think so.
I can't remember. So it's so forgettable.
I think Riot stabbed him right through the chest, and then Venom somehow came back to him, and then they got healed. Oh, they're having a golf show where it's like so it's putt-putt golf, except it's obstacles in between. I'm so in. It's
What-
got
what's
Rob Riggle.
What's that TV? What's the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah. Oh, you got to see the windmill. I hope they show it again.
That's awesome.
So you have to putt through the windmill, but then you also have to run through it. And this woman just got knocked 3 feet in the air off the side.
You gotta love it.
I just love watching people just get destroyed on those kind of shows.
All right. So we've been talking about Spider-Man. What do you think after Spider-Man? I kind of want to give them a break. We'll have Marvel take a break for a little bit, but I know they're not. Yeah. They have so many characters they can do, and they do cosmic. They could do so much different stuff, and I think that's so cool. But I am excited. I'm not as excited for the Eternals. More excited for New Gods.
I'm a DC stan here, so you can catch me on this side. Justice League was great for parts. For 6% of it. 6% of it was great. The other 94% I don't really like to think of. But I mean, like DC, I think the new leadership they have there. I can't remember his name.
Jeff Johns.
No, he actually got pushed out of creative.
Wow.
It's a new guy. I can't remember his name at the top. I've known it recently, but I think he's got a good direction. He's got a good grasp of what he wants to do with all the characters in the universe. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't think he's as well set up as Kevin Feige is. I like Shazam.
Yep. And if they continue with like stories like that and just make it weird, make them like, I don't know, just DC. I feel like they tried to go the serious dark route with Batman v Superman, Man of Steel.
Look, there's one part of me that wishes they just let Zack Snyder see. Like I'm not one of those big Snyder cut guys, but I don't know how. Like I've read like what his supposed take on it is, and it ends with like everyone dying at the very end. Like Batman dies at the very end of his Justice League Part 2. Like it ends. Like I don't know how you have a cinematic universe starting from that point. That has to be the thing where you cast like let's say a young Batman from the start, and then you have 10 or 15, 20 years of movies, and that's how you end. 10 years of movies, 20 movies, just kind of like they did.
Like Marvel did.
Just like Marvel did. And because the actor ages out. But you don't, I think it was, like, looking back at it, I think Affleck did a decent job, but...
with what he was given, yes.
Yeah, you can't start a universe with an old Batman, because then you get your Batman for...
If you do, years. I wish if they weren't so gung-ho about starting a universe and just made good movies...
Which I think is what they're going to.
Now they're going to that. They realize they made a mistake.
Buddy, I've got some theories about how they're actually doing this very subtle reboot.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That we'll get to that. But we were talking about Marvel. Mm-hmm. What's next? When are they going to do X-Men and Fantastic Four?
X-Men, I feel like, because Dark Phoenix is about to come out, and it's just getting...
slammed.
P.U. That stinks. It's just... I just think they have to give the X-Men brand a break. Do you know they didn't even...
5 years? Too long? 5 years too long? 4 years?
I don't think 5 years is...
Maybe you don't do an X-Men full... just an X-Men movie.
Some characters.
Drop in some characters from...
I think that's...
into other... You can drop in Storm and Black Panther 2 or 3.
Yeah, and I don't even think you give them their... like, don't give them their own movies, but like you say, have them... introduced in certain movies,
yeah,
and then the X-Men movie is those characters you've seen in other movies but haven't had their own movie.
Yeah,
at least if you're watch Marvel, you might not know anything about it if you're just coming to see the X-Men movie. But if you follow Marvel, which clearly a lot of people do,
yeah,
then you're like, oh, I remember I saw them in that movie. I saw them in that movie. I saw them in that movie, and now they're because I do think X-Men is they're not like the Avengers. They don't come together when they're needed most. X-Men, they're always an ensemble.
They're a family.
Yes.
Kind of like the Fantastic Four.
Yes, very much so. And I think we will get them, the Fantastic Four, before we get the X-Men.
And I think how they're going to do the Fantastic Four. I still think they're going to do like a temporal, like Fantastic Four left in the 60s.
Oh, I'm a big believer in that theory.
And now they're back. like whatever, how many years later.
Yeah, somehow, what's it? It's the Phantom Zone in DC. What is it?
Microverse.
No.
Microverse and Quantum Realm.
I think there's something else that it's like Fantastic Four use. But either way, they could probably use the Quantum Realm since I've already introduced it.
Yeah.
But they accidentally jump into the future, and they're in the same timeline, but in the future.
Yeah.
And it's like they went to space. They're 1960s astronauts.
Oh, and we have an in-game. You could do so much with time, because they brought up time travel. I think they're going to stray away from it. Stay away from it.
Stay so far away from it.
They can use some of it as a explanation. Time travel. But they're going to try to stay away from it because time travel can really mess up
a universe. Once you introduce it, it's like, why don't we just go grab that other person out of time? Like, why don't we go do all this?
Yeah.
So, it's just.
Yeah, I think the futures, they're able to do a lot of stuff. That's in-game had such a satisfying ending. You can go do so much with it from it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from Marvel and in-game. We both liked it, right?
What movies do you think we'll see in the next 4 years from Marvel? So that would be 2023.
2023. We'll see Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, Eternals, Black Widow.
Yep, I agree so far.
That's 4 movies, right?
Yep.
Maybe Spider-Man 3.
I think we're going to get Spider-Man 3. That's 5 movies. Which is technically not a Marvel movie.
True.
It's a Sony movie.
That Shang-Chi.
God, that is the movie I am least interested in with what they're
that same, but it could be just awesome. I don't know anything about the character, and I'm going to try to not learn much about the character. I want to be
exact same. Yeah,
I want to go in, and they might destroy, like, knock it out of the park. When Guardians of the Galaxy, no one knew anything about Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, but it sounds like when you look at the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like,
those
a talking
weird.
Raccoon.
That's weird.
A moving
Let's see what they do.
tree,
Yeah.
a green woman, and a blue guy, and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The guy you know from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Like you look at that and you're like, what is this? It's like, oh, that guy's really good at kung fu.
Well, they might do a good kung fu movie.
I hope so.
But
it'd be good. But where does he fit into the Avengers?
True. There's not much about that. He's a pretty minor character, I think.
Yeah, and that's.
Hey, you know what? It might be cool.
Yes, true. I'm not gonna poo poo on it before it comes out.
Yeah, that's 5 movies. They're gonna do more. They'll probably do. So they're doing 3 this year. I think they're only doing 2 next year, and then they're moving back to 3.
I thought it was 2 for 2 years in a row, and then 3 after that.
Maybe you're right.
Here it is. Holy moly.
All right. So we're going to do play-by-play of Holy...
I thought this is the windmill I was talking about. It's Rob Riggle and Joe Tessitore, 12 golfers, 10 holes. We're trying to read their lips. One champion. And Steph is probably...
the one champion.
Yeah, he's probably beating everyone at golf because he's very good at everything. Do you see where his wife is like still very jealous, even though they have like 3 kids together, and like she feels like not enough attention gets paid to her. I was like, what?
Oh, he's a professional athlete. Let's not get into that.
Man, Aisha, if only
dang you out. Come on, Aisha.
Maybe you not boiling chicken on the cooking channel. Come on.
Boiling.
She definitely not Chef Curry in the kitchen.
Oh.
You know
All right. Let's move on from Avengers. We both liked it. Sterling endorsements, I think. If you haven't seen it, why are you listening to us?
9.6 out of 10.
9.6. I'm going to give it a 9.7. Just a little.
Oh, what, you just one-upping me here?
A little one-up.
Just one-up me?
9.7.
Sir?
9.7. So what do you want to do? Do you want to talk about what do you want to watch, or do you want to talk about Switch games and video games?
Can I just go into my deep DC theory about what's kind of going on here?
No. All right, we can do that. So
it's gonna be really quick. I can get out there quick.
Just in. Pattinson has been cast as the Batman.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. I actually went and watched I went and watched one of his movies after he got cast. One of his newer ones that everybody says is really good. The one where he's got a bank. He's like robbing a bank with his autistic brother.
No, what?
Pretty good.
Wow.
Good. He's really good in it.
What an idea.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a very bad guy. He's a psychopath in the movie, but he's good.
Well, so is Batman. Batman's pretty psychopath.
Yeah. I want to see the one with him and Willem Dafoe where it's like all in black and white, and he's got that huge beard. Have you seen that? Look, I've been
kind of saying I don't have the pictures of Robert Pattinson. Pattinson.
You sticking to that? You go no. Go ahead. Dive head.
I don't have the pictures of Robert Pattinson in my room like you do, in the posters and the Twilight posters.
On my ceiling. Are you kidding me?
I know. I've been in there.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Twilight wallpaper. Well, I was really Team Jacobs. I hate to
cast Taylor Lautner as.
You saw
Joker.
Taylor Lautner's abs when he turned into that wolf.
Cast
Boy,
Taylor.
I was sweating in the theater.
Cast Taylor Lautner as the Joker,
look,
or as Batgirl.
Okay, look. So now
Taylor Lautner as Batgirl, Kristen Stewart as the Joker.
So this is where we're going with this. All right. Forget everything that has happened with.
Is Taylor Lautner still alive?
What? Yes.
I know he's alive,
he hasn't done anything recently.
I guess he made a lot of money.
He made it. That's what Robert. Now you almost got me saying Robert Pattinson. Yeah, Robert Pattinson has said before. He was lucky enough to make so much money off the Twilight series because I think he
could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, he negotiated in his contracts on the back end like he was going to get percentages, like very very small percentages, but he got percentages. And so it was like in a Howard Stern interview where he was like, yeah, I was lucky enough to be able to do whatever I want.
That's nice. That's cool.
So
good job, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he's going to be pretty good. All right,
Aaron, get that deep dive.
Okay, so pretty much everything that has come out so far is not... Shazam is part of it. The movies that are part of the new DC universe are Wonder Woman 84, which is coming out next year.
In a year.
Yeah.
1 year from now.
Yes. Next year.
Birds of Prey.
What else am I missing? New Gods and the Batman are all going to be in the new Batman are all going to be in the same universe. Everything else, wipe it away. Anything that had Cavill in it, anything that had, I think Cavill's done. First of all, I hate to say it, I really like him as Superman. I think he's done. I just don't think you're going to get him back.
That's fair.
I don't think you're going to get him back, and I think they're going to think it's best to, if we're going to get a new Batman, get a new Superman.
Okay.
And I think it works time-wise because everything I'm hearing is like this is going to be a 90s themed like Batman. Like this first story is going to be in the 90s. Okay. Maybe I'm not sure if the whole trilogy, but I know this first story is like supposed to be in the 90s.
What I hope they do with Batman, I know they won't, but kind of like stylize it like the animated series where it's kind of in the future, but then it's also kind of in the past.
Yeah.
You don't really know what year it is.
Yeah, I don't think they'll give you a year, but I think style-wise, you're going to see some things that look like they might be like closer to Wonder Woman 84, and then some things that tell... Because then they don't have to pin down his age to a specific year.
Okay.
Because this is where my theory comes in. I think they're setting it up to where Wonder Woman 84, Batman, Shazam is taking place in the actual future, and you've got... Oh yeah, Aquaman doesn't exist in this universe either. There's gonna be there's gonna be an Aquaman 2. Does he mention anything about Justice League and Aquaman? Okay, so Aquaman can be included. Aquaman can be included. We can count it in. It kind of happened on the side.
It made $1 billion.
So yeah, they're gonna make another one. I think that this Batman movie is gonna be like in the 90s, and then your Shazam movie takes place current day. But that Batman doll you see. The reason like the voice is different and all that stuff, I'm not, but it's because that's Robert Pattinson's Batman. And then you got Superman. The Superman looks different. It's different Superman. Aquaman. The reason the logos look the same, they might keep the same stylized stuff.
I think they'll leave Aquaman in. They just don't. Don't explain it.
Yes.
Just don't worry about
you don't have to. You really don't have to.
Don't explain it.
You really don't have to.
People don't care.
Yeah, most of the general audiences won't really care. But like, I think that's where they're going to go with it. I think that we will get a Justice League movie in like 5 years.
5 years?
No, not 5 years. Probably 6 years. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before we get the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you got to let that stench. Well, other than that 6%, you got to let the stench of the rest of it just get buried.
It's just so boring.
That's
not
the thing.
boring.
At least
it's so stupid.
At least Snyder's wouldn't have been like there would have been something to it.
Yeah,
it might not have been good to start a universe with. There would have been something to it.
You would think. I think it was Ant-Man the Wasp made more money than the Justice League.
It's pathetic.
DC has really screwed over their best characters. But I digress. It doesn't matter. It's movies.
It makes me sad still.
Yeah, it does make me sad. I'm pretty sad.
Well, did you see the recent comments that like that Zachary Levi said like they're not sure like what's going on with the Shazam sequel? Like, how is that not fast tracked?
Yeah, it had one of the best ratings. I don't think like
it came out like
critic ratings.
2 weeks ago, it was like, I don't. Somebody asked him. He said, "Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's up with the sequel? I haven't heard anything." Like he was non-committal. Like normally when a movie does that good, they're like, "Oh,
it didn't do as well as I thought they did, right?"
No, it did not make as much money as they wanted it to. Even though it was so well reviewed, it did not make as much money as they wanted.
Because the stench of DC. The stench,
exactly right.
The stench
exactly
of DC.
Right. I think it was a smart decision for them to not put Cavill's head, even though I know he wasn't available for scheduling. But I think it was a smart decision. If you don't know if you're going to keep him, don't put his head in there.
No, that's fair. Let's talk about what are you watching right now?
So many things.
I know I know it's been a long time, but we're going to talk about what we're watching. Not everything we've watched because I've probably forgotten.
No, just what are you currently watching? And if you finished something recently.
All right, you go first.
I started Lucifer. I'm in the middle of season 2. I'm impressed. I mean, it's a procedural. It's a cop procedural with the devil, but it's a nice twist.
I watched episode 1 of season 4 after I got like the recap of everything.
Yeah, Netflix got the rights. Do they curse in it?
I watched 5 minutes of the first episode.
Did they curse? Did they say the F word?
I don't remember.
I'm disappointed in you.
If they did, he might have said. I bet he said hell.
They say hell in.
Dang it.
They say hell on Fox. It like goes to places, but you can tell like they want to do more with it. Like,
yeah,
I think the last episode I watched, he was like pouring hot wax on a woman to start the episode.
Ooh,
yeah. So
nice.
they go as far as they can for network television. It should have never.
Eve's in this season from Adam and Eve.
Why would you tell me that?
Oh,
I'm not caught up.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know you were a Lucifer.
I'm a Lucifer stan. I'm a Lucifer stan.
It doesn't matter that what Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
sorry, God's in this season too. Actually, I don't know.
God's mom's in season 2. God's wife is in season 2. Yeah. How about that? You didn't know?
All right, what else have you been watching?
Love, Death, and Robots. Not all the way finished with that, but
there's some good ones that you still haven't gotten to.
Some are good,
and some are really bad.
Some are so bad. But it's nice to have that kind of animation style. Like I like all the different animation styles.
I do too. I like the animation's really. Yeah. It shows just how good you can make animation.
Yes, agreed. And plus the fact that they're only like anywhere between 11
10 and there's some that are 10 minutes.
Yeah, so 10 and 16 minutes. Like we're fine.
Some of them I wish they did more of. Like you can do a whole story from off some of them.
Oh, agreed. I think you could have whole TV shows off some of them.
Yeah, I do too.
What have you been watching?
Let's see. Finish Barry. Barry's really good.
Heard that's really good.
That's the next HBO show you need to watch.
I agree. That and Chernobyl. I need to watch Chernobyl bad.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. So I watched Barry. Just finished Good Omens.
I want to watch that. Was it good?
It is hilarious. It's just like
those two actors in it are great.
They have great chemistry the whole time. David Tennant's hilarious, and Michael Keaton is hilarious. I read the book. The book's one of the best books I've ever read.
Really?
read, and the show's really good.
Yeah, I'm a big
It
fan.
takes a lot from the book. It makes it. I mean, the same writer is but he translates really well to screenwriting.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
He's very good. It's very, very good.
I really liked it. 6 episodes, so it's pretty.
So
it's
quick.
6 hours.
Yeah, so it's quick.
So I watched that. And then I watched. So I watched Barry. That. Been watching a lot of Star Trek: Deep Space Nine while traveling. It's an easy watch. Star Trek.
I'm not a Trek guy. In fact, you're a nerd. I've said it. I've said it here for everyone to hear. You're a nerd for that.
Well, you're a nerd for having a Robert Pattinson poster on your wall.
I'm a stand for that.
Wait, what's the difference between a nerd and a stand?
Look, but if you don't know that, you don't need to be on this podcast. Oh, I want to see this very badly.
Is this The Boys?
This is The Boys.
I'll watch this. Is it on Amazon?
It is. It is. It's pretty much like I think it's such a good concept. I don't want to read the books because I don't want to be like disappointed. I just want to get my interpretation, which will be this. It's essentially like, what if the Justice League were like real people, or the Avengers were
Or just
real people,
terrible people?
and they saved the world and everything, but in their spare time they were just the worst fucking people.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, there was another thing on Netflix. I watched
This bear is thick.
Outlander. It's a Stars or Showtime series.
Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it time travel one?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard it's good.
It is the longest. There's 23 episodes in the first season.
And they're all 1 hour?
They're all an hour or longer.
Jeez, that, no thank you, pass.
I saw so
Hard pass.
I watched the first 2 episodes and then I was like scrolling through to see how many there were, and it got to 23 and I was like, nope,
I'm out of
nope.
here.
And then I watched episode 1 of season 2, and it is 15 minutes. But
I watched 10 minutes of Haunting of Hill House.
no thanks. I'm not a
I'm a horror guy.
I'm not a horror guy.
I don't have enough time to get through the whole thing, so I gave up on it.
sure.
Okay.
You're just scared.
Yeah.
Scaredy cat.
Oh.
Scaredy cat. Sorry, Trudy.
Trudy might be on the top of that cat tree.
I'm not gonna look. All right.
I will say this: Netflix is putting out a ton of original. I watched Dead to Me.
Okay, I heard that's good.
Good, very good, very good. It's got Velma from the Scooby Doo movies and Christina Applegate.
Linda Carlini.
Yeah, very good.
Hawkeye's wife.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's not Hawkeye's wife in all the movies, is she?
Yeah, she is.
All of them?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Every single one.
Every single one that shows Hawkeye's wife, yes.
Hey, that's,
The 3 movie.
I think it's
2 or 3 movies.
See, it's two or three.
2.
Is it only Endgame and Ultron?
Yep.
Chill. Hey.
All right, let's move on. So next week is E3. Got some new video games coming out next week, or not announcements of video games. I'm looking forward to the Avengers trailer.
It'll be good. I'm excited.
I've heard it's a lot like Destiny.
Now, you said that before we got on, and I waited to send you my rebuttal for that.
It's not a lot like Destiny. I heard it has the same play style as Destiny, like where it's you have a hub system, and you can go outfit your character, and then you have story missions where you can, and it's co-op or single player.
Online co-op?
Online, no, well, you could do it with a friend, or it's like Destiny.
Okay, so that's where I was going to ask with you about this, because I didn't know if it just had a hub just for your single player experience, or if you meant hub like Destiny's hub, where you see other players running around.
I don't know. I just read this it was on Nerdist, I believe, or IGN, that gave the...
IGN? I don't trust anything those boys put out.
It might not have been
I'm just playing.
either one. No, you better be playing. I was about to be hurt. I'm excited for that. You can do a Marvel game universe along with Spider-Man.
They say they're not connected. Marvel's The Avengers is only coming out on PS4, right? Square Enix is, I think, they're not.
We'll see. I think it might be connect. I think they can do a connection.
Yeah.
It might not be. They might not.
Which Avengers do you think they'll put in the game?
The 6 that are popular in the movie.
I do not agree.
Oh.
I do think we are going to get.
Well, they on that little teaser thing they put out a year ago.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
Iron Man.
Yep.
Thor.
Yep.
Captain America.
Yes. Who do you think the other two will be? Because I don't think they'll be the same from the movies.
You don't think they'll be Black Widow and Hawkeye?
I do not.
I think they're going to put in nearly every Marvel, almost every Marvel character. Kind of like how the Injustice games, you can have unlockable characters. I think they're going to do. They might have.
It depends. Are they interested in telling a story? If they're interested in telling a story, which is what.
Well, it might be kind of like how Destiny 2 or like how Destiny does it. They release patches.
Storytelling genius. Destiny.
I'm not trying to say Destiny's the best thing on earth, but like how a lot of different games, like The Division.
Yeah. Once again, masterful story in The Division.
I don't know. It's where you can customize your characters. You could get new characters. You have new patches that come out. I think they're going to just
I'm a strong disagree with you again.
Strong. What do you think they're going to do?
I think it's going to be pretty linear. I think we're going to have a pretty linear game. I do.
No, it's hard to do. You can't. They already have that out with whatever not Contest of Champions. They've done an Avengers game that just.
You're talking about Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Because what you're describing to me is Ultimate Alliance.
But isn't Ultimate Alliance they just go, it's linear.
Yeah, but they also shove every single character in the game. I don't think we're going to get a ton of characters. I think
we're going to get the Avengers, and then...
I think we're going to get like 10 total playable characters.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean,
that's fair.
I didn't know what you meant by your number, but like I don't think we're going to get like 20 playable people.
Okay. That's
Where
fair.
in like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, there's like minimum 25 playable characters.
I don't know what they're going to do exactly with the playable characters, but I bet there'll be 10.
Yeah.
I think there come originally 6 or maybe 4 and then release 6 later.
I do think we'll get more than the 4. I don't know. I mean, what do we know? Like, legitimately, what do we know? I don't know anything. I don't know why I'm saying, like, you're wrong, because I know nothing also.
Where did I can't remember which site. I think it was Nerdist that I saw it on. Yeah, I'm excited for Avengers. You're excited for Death Stranding.
Oh, so excited.
It looks so...
I have no
weird.
fucking clue what's going on in that game, but I cannot wait. You got the BBs, the Bridge Babies. You got Fragile Man, Die Hard Man, Mama. No, it's not Fragile Man. Fragile. So the 2 women characters are named Mama. The 3 women characters are named Mama, Fragile, and Quiet.
I haven't looked too much into it.
The story makes no sense. I can't tell if we're going to be like time traveling or there's like a connection to the undead, the Death Stranding. Apparently when it rains, it makes things age faster. Like, this game looks absolutely bonkers, and I cannot wait to be confused. I've never played a Kojima game, so I'm very, very excited for that. But it looks like it's going to be pretty fun. I really don't know anything about it.
I was looking up to see Avengers
stuff.
stuff.
Okay, yeah. I think they're Monday at 6 p.m., right?
They're Monday at some point. But yeah, it's a continuous single-player and co-op game.
Okay.
And I think that's like the definition or description of like Destiny and Division and Anthem. And
I hadn't read that, but you know what? I'm not going to change my stance. You're wrong. This is the internet. We can't agree. No. What else? They had a Nintendo Direct today about Sword and Shield. They had this new thing. Did you see it from a different Nintendo Direct where it's about Pokemon Sleep, where you can like catch Pokemon while you sleep. You buy it, and for the time you're spend asleep, if you activate this thing, it's like an alarm clock that goes on your pillow. You catch Pokemon overnight.
What?
Yeah.
People.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just interested in getting
Is
Pokemon.
that like for Pokemon Go?
Well, speaking of Pokemon Go, you will soon be able to connect all of your Pokemon.
I did see that. All of your games.
It's Pokemon Home, I think.
I do not remember what happened to my Game Boy.
Can you do it all the way back to Game Boy? I thought it was going to be starting with Sword and Shield and Go.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think I could be completely wrong. It might get 3DS kind of later.
I wish I had my Game Boy had Pokemon Emerald.
See, that might be compatible still. You might be able to do that. Go to the PC and pass it off through a micro
Cord.
USB.
Yeah. But yeah.
What else? I know there's some. I think Microsoft is going to have a really big E3. I think we're going to see the next Xbox. I don't know if we'll get a name for it. I think we'll get like this is playing on next generation tech.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like we'll get that. Microsoft, I don't know if you know this, Microsoft, because they just got absolutely shit pumped by
Sony.
Sony has just rocked
with their games that they've been releasing.
and the exclusives and everything. They have bought so many developers. They've bought so many developers that they've just brought in house, and so they've assigned. I think we're going to get a bunch of exclusives that are either going to be next gen exclusives or
when's the next generation game console going to come out?
2020.
You think so?
Yeah.
Q4 2020?
Yep. November 2020. I think that's when we'll get it.
I think November, December.
I think there's going to be a big push for it next year at E3 and then November 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Well, we're not going to take a month-long hiatus this time. So, but this time next week, we'll know more about the games that are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll talk about that more next week.
One thing, Oculus Quest. Have you heard about the Oculus Quest?
Is it
It's
VR?
It's a VR, but it's no cables. It takes advantage of room space technology, so it's just the headset and just the... you know what room space is?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll get your room, it'll set it up, it'll draw essentially a line at your room, and it's got no cables. You don't have to set up cameras. It's really, really cool. They're saying it's the next big step in VR technology, and it's fairly inexpensive for like what VR normally costs.
Is it for like, can you do PlayStation, or is it like you have to hook up to your PC?
Unfortunately, no PC. It's all the hardware is in the headset.
Wow.
No cables. It's all being run off the headset.
So my thing with VR, I want to wait until it kind of gets like if you're buying VR right now, that's like buying what
It's like the
Sega, yeah,
Sega Genesis,
the Nintendo, not even the Nintendo 64,
the NES,
just the NES, yeah. It's like buying that stuff. So,
yeah, I agree. I think this is the next big step. Like I think this is the PlayStation.
Okay.
Like the PlayStation 1. I think this is the PlayStation.
Okay. So hopefully we'll move on, go into the Oasis here soon. All right. So we've talked about a lot with movies. Let's do a little bit of sports. Literally, when I say a little bit, let's do a little bit.
Yeah, like none.
Like 2 minutes.
Okay. I just switched it back over to the game. Man, Raptors +3 looking real good.
Is that what you bet?
That is what I bet.
All right. So if the Raptors win this game, do they win the series?
Absolutely.
It's game 3 right now.
No.
Even up 2-1.
No, I think the Warriors will win game 4.
The Warriors.
And it's the best of 3.
Okay. With 2 games at home, though.
With 2 games
for
in
the
Toronto, yeah.
Raptors.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Going across the country, which I think is hard.
But I think Kevin Durant's coming. This is me basing it off. I think Kevin Durant and Clay are going to be back. So, because Steph, I think, has like, I just turned it back on. They have 75. And my bet on how many points he has out of the 75 is now
40?
33.
33? Are they going to show it?
Yeah, I think it'll show it. It'll show it here in a second. He's got 33 of their 47, if I had to guess. 33 of their 77, sorry.
Let's see.
Which is absurd.
Well, if they don't show it.
But, I mean, if he is the only guy, they just don't have enough because Toronto's got so many more pieces that can play and can score and do things.
Like Danny Green.
Yeah, like Danny Green's. They don't have a guy like Danny Green on the court right now. Danny Green is a homeless man's Kawhi Leonard. So, they're bringing Serge Ibaka off the bench. Hey, board man gets paid. Board man gets paid. Bucket. Layup.
And this is what he yells.
Dude, you got to go read the oral history of Kawhi. Somebody, I think The Athletic wrote an article about it, and oh my God. Kawhi's a psychopath.
All right. I wrote down right here. So, do you know who's in the Stanley Cup final?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Pucks on net. The Blues and the Bruins. This is the first time since 1979 the Blues have been in it, and they won their first Stanley Cup game ever.
Yep.
And now there's only one team left.
Stanley Cup final game, yeah.
Now there's only one team left ever that's been to a Stanley Cup but has never won a home game.
I don't know who that is.
Hockey guy. Little stat for you, Carolina.
No. Oh, no.
Well, there is one team, and I don't know
it's
who
not
it is.
Carolina's won a Stanley Cup.
Who is it? I don't know. There's one team that's 0-2 in the Stanley Cup Finals at home.
It might be Florida.
On Twitter.
It might be Florida. I think it's Florida. Well, the Panthers. They're in Miami.
Jesus. A hockey team in Miami?
They've been there for a while. They don't get a lot of fans, but they're there. Yeah. Well, they're in Sunrise, California. Or not Florida.
Sunrise, California.
It sounds like California place. California. But who are you going for?
Bruins.
I say anybody but Boston. So go Blues.
Big time Bruins guy.
I hate the Bruins.
Why? Because they're good?
No.
Why?
I don't like the way they play.
Why?
They're I just don't like them. They're rats. It is a team of rats.
Bunch of pigeons.
Yeah, sure. They're a bunch of pigeons.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into some hockey. We're not getting into hockey talk.
I don't know anything about hockey. I'm just saying words.
I
just know you got to get somebody in front of the net, and if you're the other team, you got to clear them out of the front of the net. You know,
get pucks on net.
Yeah, and you put the pucks on the net.
Move your feet.
And then,
get the boots moving.
Look, goals in hockey make half the time. The goals in hockey are, well, I'm going to shoot it at the net as hard as I can, and hopefully it deflects off somebody and it goes in.
Yep.
Which is like, it's like in basketball. It's like, you know what? There's all these people here. I'm just going to toss it up.
Well, there's not a goalie for.
You get a defender
for that. Well, there's a
fair enough
penalty called goaltending.
That's like in soccer. Okay, everybody, all the people that can go stand in front of the goal.
They do. That's a corner kick.
Yeah, but they don't constantly have corner kicks and.
That's the whole play in a corner kick.
Yeah, it was the same as a corner kick, but like the whole thing about
that's
hockey
not hockey's. That's not the whole plan to get a goal. On power plays, get traffic in front, get people in front of the goal. The goalie is usually 6'4". He can see everything.
Goalies are mammoths. Goalies are freaks of nature. I will say that. All the credit to goalies in the world. They're freaks.
All weird, but you got to be weird to stand in front of a piece of rubber that's going 100 miles an hour.
Is it rubber?
It's vulcanized rubber.
Okay. Hey, also, big pat on the back to Armin, Hockey League champion.
That was while we were did a tournament this past week.
Tournament champion.
Third place.
Look, you could.
No, we're the champions.
Yeah.
We beat a team from Canada twice, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, there you go.
Screw you guys. We hated you.
Yeah. Were they not nice guys?
Oh, there was one dude. It was at the face-off dot. He had a huge black eye. And I was like, damn, I hope that didn't happen at the bar last night. He's like, no, it happened in the game yesterday. Some dude cross-checked me. He only got 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, not 1 minute later.
This dude cross-checks.
Crushes a goalie. And I skate up to him like, no wonder you got fucking cross-checked in the face.
Yeah. Oh,
I want to cross-check you in the face, but you're like 6'5".
Oh, well, Armin, you're like 6'3", so I don't know why you didn't fight him.
I know. I know what I'm doing.
5'5", but when you stand on your money, you're 6'6".
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. All right.
That's a rap lyric for you.
Okay.
What's your song of the summer right now?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
No Roots. Roots by what's her name? I think it's
Aretha.
It's Alice.
It's a posthumous release.
I got no roots in the boom. I got no roots. Alice Merton.
What about Megan Thee Stallion? You heard any of her stuff?
Mm-mm.
Oh, here, let me play it for you.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
Actually, no. My song of the summer right now is probably. Oh, I mean, Old Town Road. I don't even want to count it. Like it's so big right now.
Yeah.
I really like. I've been listening to this one a lot. Let me pull it up, and then I'll play you a little Megan Thee Stallion. Do you know who this is, Armin? If you were a real hip hop fan, you would. It's Lil Uzi.
That was my first guess.
Yeah. If you,
Why you saw me saying 1 second? Why didn't you let me finish?
Oh, it's a great song. It gets me going, and I like the cover art too.
You want to hear No Roots?
Yeah, I'd love to hear No Roots. Sorry. That sounds like a Jonas Brothers song.
We gotta skip to the part where she goes, no roots. It's for you, Carter. Carter. Give it a second.
I'm good with listening. Look, we can sit here and play songs back and forth to each other all night.
Give it a sec. Here we go.
I've heard this song. I do like this song.
All right, I want to hear Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Would you like to hear Big Ol' Freak, which is her #1 song on Spotify?
Yeah. Yes.
No, wait. Let me get to the Cash Shit featuring DaBaby or Freak Nasty.
Just give me one.
Oh, Cash Shit it is. My queen. And that is Megan Thee Stallion.
All right.
Go get her Spotify viewers up and tell her I sent you. My queen. That's my queen, Megan Thee Stallion.
All right. Let's move into segments.
Big old
PU. This is Aaron's idea. PU. What stinks?
Yeah. What's really stunk
We're
for
gonna
you?
tell
What's really
you-
stunk
we're
for
gonna
you
say
lately?
What stinks?
Yeah.
I'll go first with the first one.
If you say Megan Thee Stallion, I'm throwing you out of the house like Jazz from Fresh Prince, and you won't be showing back up here.
I won't say what I was going to say.
Yeah, it better not be Megan Thee Stallion, my queen.
All right, Aaron. What stinks right now for you?
God, a lot of things. A lot of things stink.
Basketball practice every day, 6 to 8.
No, I love that. I love that. Love the grind. Fall in love with the process. Wouldn't have it any other way. If you're not willing to work, how are your kids supposed to work?
Okay.
Oh my God, Quinn Cook. What stinks right now is the Warriors.
Yep, they're down 10 in the fourth.
No, honestly, what really stinks is I'm going to say it. I think movie industry is kind of. No, it's putting out quite a few stinkers.
I disagree.
Fair enough.
Godzilla was entertaining. Detective Pikachu is entertaining. John Wick apparently is really good.
Best trilogy of all time, some people say.
I need to. What the reviews I've heard for John Wick are, the fights aren't as good. The fights are great, but it's just more the same. It's just
the same is really good.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
I suggested this to you.
And then Aladdin made money. Aladdin's pretty good.
Look, I'll be honest. I suggested this to you, so and I didn't have anything that stunk at the time. So I'll say it. Well, you know what stinks? Me. I stink at this segment.
Aaron stinks.
Did Steph just get fouled on a 3-pointer?
God
damn. I made a bet with somebody before this podcast started. 100 to 1 odds that he would score 50, and I don't know how many points he has, and I'm slightly nervous.
I think he's going to get 50.
No chance he gets 50. They're going to need 50 for him to win.
All right. I'll give you some things that stink.
What?
This podcast the past month.
Look, it stinks. You gotta exist to stink.
It's been they've been leaving a stench of nothingness.
Oh, he's got 40. Look, he's gonna get 50.
Yeah,
he might get 60. There's 10 and a half minutes left.
But I think our podcast the past month has stunk.
I'm gonna put that on our fearless leader,
Trudy.
Trixie.
Trixie's our fearless leader.
soon to be Truman. He just not got another free throw. Oh, buddy.
But besides that, Aaron, you gave me this, and I thought I was like, oh, I could think of some really funny things. Nope. Oh, no, it really stinks.
Your feet.
No, they're actually pretty good. The weddings I went to this summer.
Your hockey gear.
My hockey gear stinks. The weddings I went to this summer were really nice, and I'm so happy for the couples.
But you're looking for your queen, and you can't find
Yeah,
her.
man. What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Look, I know a girl. You want to guess what her first name is?
Is it your queen?
I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no.
But weddings.
It's Megan.
It's Megan. Yeah, it's Megan. Weddings stink.
No, they don't. That's the worst take of all time.
Weddings are fun. By yourself, though. Have you ever had to go to a wedding by yourself?
No, I say that's your problem. That's an Armin problem.
It is. Weddings by yourself stink. We're gonna get deep. I'm gonna get deep with you.
Okay, tell me. Explain this because I still disagree. But I'll hear your side.
Go by yourself.
I've got a wedding.
You're surrounded.
I've got a wedding this weekend. I'll go by myself.
Well, no, it's one of Bev's better friends.
We'll go separately. Well, I'll pretend we'll meet up there.
No, you can't even meet up. Go by yourself.
Hey, what's the song that they play in drinking pina coladas, getting caught in the rain?
Sure.
That'll be Bev and I. We'll just pretend like we don't know each other. Just meet each other there.
All right, here's the argument.
Okay.
Weddings by yourself. You're surrounded by love and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And joy, and you're happy for the couple, but then also you're by yourself,
and you're a loser,
and you're a loser, and you don't have anybody.
You're right. No, maybe you should just not go to weddings if you're by yourself. Meet a nice young lady there. Take her out. Take her dancing. Give her. Don't act like.
So I had
here
a great time at both of these weddings, and I ended up having a good time
with a woman.
No,
Oh.
But
with child.
Which I have 2 children.
Wow. It's a rambunctious wedding. Were those party favors?
Their names are Thunder and Lightning. They will be in the world in about 8 months.
Wow. If you had twins and they were boys, would you consider naming them Cain and Abel?
No.
Fair enough. Why not?
Think about naming them both.
Wait. Why would you not name them?
I would name them both like Frank, but one of them with a K, the other with a C. Like it's 2 same names.
God, you confuse yourself.
Exactly.
Would you call one of them Frank? Frank and Frank?
Frank, get over here.
What if they were identical twins?
Oh, here's a question for you, and a question for the podcast.
For all the listeners out there?
For all the listeners. So, my friend is adopting a German Shepherd.
Look, I already know this is fake. You want to know why?
No, it's not. I swear.
You don't have any friends.
Damn. Just going straight for the jugular.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Continue to tell me about your imaginary friend and this imaginary German Shepherd.
He's getting a German Shepherd.
Uh-huh.
It's black and tan. It's a guy dog. And
Big fan.
my friend who is getting it is an electrician.
Okay.
What would you name this puppy? It's a puppy. What would you name it?
What?
All right, give me 3 names.
Jewel. Volt.
Okay.
Look, you got this dumb smile on your face. What would you name this dog?
So this past weekend, we tried to convince him to name him Sparky.
Okay, look, that's fair. I was thinking,
and he hated it, and so we decided.
He named it Water.
We decided he hasn't gotten a dog yet. We have decided though the dog's name is Sparky.
Hey, that's tough. That's like when somebody decides they don't want a nickname, and then it becomes their nickname.
Exactly. No. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's exactly
what happened. He was like, "Man, I don't like that name," but we're like, "Dude, we love that name. That's a great name."
Yeah.
Fine. We're just gonna call you Sparky.
Exactly.
So
100%.
So, but yeah, that's the question for the podcast. Just tweet us. No, don't give us any. Email us, tweet us. Don't give us any indication of why.
Text me.
And just text us and just give us a dog name for an electrician.
Slide in my DMs.
Tell us a dog name for an electrician. Contact us somehow.
I kind of like Jewel.
That'd be pretty funny. That's kind of topical.
Why is it topical?
Jules.
But it's spelled differently. Armin.
I know, but you could still.
You just put a jewel in his mouth and just.
Yeah,
Jules.
It's my dog, Jewel, bro.
We probably get some likes on Insta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing. Aaron's hot gambling tips. Give us some of your hot gambling tips. I heard you said for this early college football season.
Yeah, let me pull up the futures that I was looking at earlier because, buddy, some of them, these are what stink, actually. This is where I got this from. Some of these futures are bad.
Let's hear it then.
All right. Just fill some airtime up.
So, podcast is back. We're going to be recording now, hopefully weekly, maybe bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly, I'm in.
But we are... You can find us at the Lazy Sunday podcast at gmail.com. Email us. Email us with some questions. We need to do a fan question episode soon.
Remember that time that I sent you my picks and you recorded a podcast, I think, with Kyle and Will? I think Kyle shit on my picks, and I went 5-0 that weekend. I picked Kentucky, and he just shit all over Kentucky that weekend. And Kentucky ended up going 10 wins.
I don't think we've released that podcast.
Oh, no, it did. It got released.
No, it hasn't.
I shit on you the next podcast. No, I'm 100% sure it got released. I listened to it on the way down to Auburn. I sent you my picks in a text. You recorded a drunk podcast with Kyle and Will.
It hasn't been released online.
Oh, no.
I sent it to you. No, I promise you it's not. I know it's not. I don't know how you got that.
You sent it to me.
Okay, I must have just sent it to you.
No, it's online.
I swear to God, it's not.
Oh,
you can
look.
Look.
Check the receipts.
I would bet money. I would bet all the money in my wallet right now that it's not online.
I don't believe you.
I have $85 in my wallet right now. Come at me, thugs.
Jeez, that's bold. I mean, I'm going to look it up right now. It'll be one during college football season, so look, I'll find it. I'll find the date here. Let me pull up my calendar and...
I swear to goodness it's not.
I don't believe you.
Swear to goodness. So we have the college football blowout, Comic-Con breakdown, Venom, sports and socks. Let's get excited about stuff.
Okay, we're still not in football season at that point.
A pessimistic podcast. I don't know. Spider-Man respect the hyphen.
What?
Fan questions.
Aaron
picks.
Aaron's picks. That's it. That's it. The 3 minute.
We got Lazy Sunday bonus edition. We got Aaron's picks. This is gonna be a quick episode.
Oh, I wasn't drunk. We just got to Auburn. I do remember that. We also.
That's all we're gonna get. But yeah, Aaron's not here.
Yeah.
I think it's just me though.
Why did you leave me?
Oh, okay. Yep, I know what you're talking about. I wasn't drunk yet.
There's Kyle.
Yep, you're right. We're talking about two different episodes. I have a drunk podcast with him
you told
and
me about
Will.
Yeah. So there's a separate drunk podcast.
There's a separate drunk podcast with Aaron or with Will and Kyle.
There's only like
Michigan at 18.5. Alabama
I don't want to hear my voice.
That's fine. You got to listen to it for a little bit longer. I got to get to when Kyle pooped on my Kentucky pick. Oh, I was so mad in the car when I was listening to this.
Did Kentucky won, right?
Yeah, I went 5-0, and you guys disagreed with a lot of my picks.
Wisconsin at -3. I think I agree.
I just want the Kentucky. Thank you.
Last week have lost to BYU and do a lot better. We got Kentucky
Here we go.
at plus 9.5. I guess them to win outright. I think to win outright.
I don't know when outright.
Who are they playing? Kentucky. Let me look.
I think it was Florida. No, Mississippi State. It was Mississippi State.
I think they won, right?
Florida.
Mississippi State. It was a week.
No, Tennessee.
It's Mississippi State. Come on, Armin. It's Mississippi State.
This is awful. Are they playing Vandy?
No, they're playing Mississippi State. Come on, man.
Oh man, I'm gonna pause it real quick. So yeah, Kentucky plays Mississippi State.
Yep.
Aaron wants them. So I think they'll win. It'll be a close game.
I've got him outright.
Mississippi State's good. Mississippi State's good. Kentucky. Well, I guess we'll find out there.
Here it comes from the background.
Yeah, Kentucky is not great.
Beat Florida.
Better than they have been in the past.
And it is by a
All right.
billion pick.
Look, I think I probably got this wrong. Probably got this wrong.
He's got Vanderbilt by a billion.
Against
So,
who?
I'm sorry, Vanderbilt fans.
Yeah, they're probably a bad pick. All right, that's the end of that. But yeah, oh man, that's etched in my brain. Kentucky won that game by a lot, I think.
They destroyed them.
Yes, they won by a whole lot.
They won by, I think they won like 27-10.
Yeah. Really
Wow,
good.
look at that guess.
Really good for my brand.
All right. Give you
I couldn't find the futures, but I think the Colts are 8.5. Hit the over.
8.5 wins.
Yeah. I don't know
All right.
why they're at 8.5, but hit the over.
I'm gonna do the under.
Psychopath.
Screw
What
the
are
Colts.
Titans at? Mariota over under of games started.
He started 14 games.
Right, so over under this year is 13.5.
Over.
I take the under.
I'll take the over.
Jake, whoever y'all got from Texas A&M.
Tannehill.
Yeah, he's gonna play a ton of games.
No, he's not.
He's start half the season. Mariota can't feel his fingers for half the season.
Andrew Luck's gonna have to saw his shoulder arm off.
Yeah, at some
He's gonna
point.
play one hand,
not next
one
year.
arm.
At some point.
Yeah, wait, we're talking about quarterbacks getting hurt. Andrew Luck hasn't played. Last season was his first full season in 3 years. What?
It's really like 2 years. But
What?
It's really like 2 years.
Okay,
It's really like 2 years, but okay.
we're talking about. I think Andrew Luck has missed more games than Marcus Mariota,
Yeah, but see, we don't.
and started more.
Has he ever lost to the Titans though?
And that's where we're gonna end the podcast.
You remember that time we went to a Titans game
know what?
to get into the playoffs and the Titans lost?
Yeah, when we had to go through Blaine Gabbert. We had
Because why did you have to go through Blaine Gabbert?
Marcus Mariota.
Quit on the team. He wasn't even hurt.
I hope the Titans just destroy the Colts this year. I hope it is just a massacre.
Yeah,
All right. I am going to punch Aaron. We're going to fight
You should be
now.
happy that Andrew Luck missed those 2 years so they could get a win against the Colts.
All right, just go die.
I love you guys.
All right. See you guys later.